Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. What you're looking at may be the most embarrassing Twitter account of all time, and by the end of this video, I'm going to show with near certainty the identity of the VTuber who is running it. So it's called the Content Creators Against Child Exploitation, an organization of content creators against child exploitation. We are trying to end child exploitation and make sure this never happens to another child again, which obviously on its face is a good cause. However, you have to ask yourself, when they say children, do they mean the millions of real-life children being exploited on Twitter, or do they mean fictional content? You guessed it, this account is dedicated towards reporting exclusively fictional content. Anything to do with lolly or lolly VTubers gets quote retweeted with this same copy pasta message. Now, interestingly, if you go to these actual messages, it says these things are illegal in the United States and cites this code, 18 U.S. Code 1466A. Now, if you didn't know, this was the code that accompanied the Protect Act of 2003. Now, if you're familiar with this channel, you just probably audibly laughed hearing that, because in the section about illustrations, that part of the Protect Act was ruled unconstitutionally vague. In fact, it was repealed with this code, which is the currently controlling one, that added the language of indistinguishable. In order for illustrations to be considered child pornography, they must be indistinguishable from a real child. Meaning, if you held up a picture of the illustration and put it next to a picture of a real child, you wouldn't be able to tell which one is real and which one is fake. It is a very rare thing that happens. It really only is relevant when we're talking about things like deepfakes and swaps, like if someone takes the face or body of a real-life child and swaps it onto an adult, or they swap it onto an illustration. The point being, they're making it look like a real child by using a real-life child and victimizing them in the process. That is CP, and that is illegal. Nobody questions that. So in regards to the content they report, the lolly arts and the lolly VTubers, none of them come even close to falling within that definition. But here's the thing. Not only are they just stupid in a legal sense, they're also hurting real-life children, because this account is gloating. They are bragging about reporting these people to the FBI and other tip lines. You guys already know where this is going. They are actually wasting resources from these agencies. They are gloating about filing inactionable and false reports based on bad law. They are taking time and resources away that could be used to help children. This whole account is indirectly benefiting pedophiles by doing this. They are clogging up report systems with these false claims, and they're gloating about it. That's the crazy thing. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, Rev, I mean, that's all bad, but like, who would possibly run an account like this? Well, I can give you about 99.999% clarity that I know who is running this account. So if you go to their followers, they have 8 followers. 2 of them belong to this same VTuber named Susie Q. Not to be confused with Susie Lou, by the way. That's a different person. But nonetheless, these 2 accounts were the first people to follow this gimmick account. The first 2 follows from the same person on their main and alt account. If that wasn't glaring enough, if you go to this person's actual account, there's way more evidence that suggests that they are running the gimmick account as well. In fact, in their latest likes, you can see this direct quote about the same code that was accompanying the Protect Act of 2003. They basically took this language and then formed their entire gimmick account around it, thinking this was the own on lolicons and anyone posting that sort of content. So even if you don't believe that, you can compare tweets made on their personal accounts versus the gimmick account. And as you can see, they almost look like copy and pasted messages. They look virtually the same. So this is maybe the most embarrassing Twitter account of all time. One that's not only embarrassing, one that is also damaging. It is hurting real-life children by clogging up the report system with fictional drawings, ones that none of these agencies can even act on. So in effect, they are working to the benefit of actual predators. This account sucks, and I think it's pretty obvious as to why. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.